determining where you are. Now, anytime you're taking a 12-week challenge, one of the most important things to do is to know exactly where you are before you start. We're about to plan a course towards your success. So it's vital that you know where you are to begin with, because that course is going to be dramatically changed depending on exactly where you start. Let me give you an example. If I have a goal to go to England, the direction that I go, the journey I take, and the time it takes is very different depending on whether I start in America or whether I start in Australia. And it's the exact same thing with your goals and with your weight loss. In order to know how you're going to plan to get to where you want to be, you need to know first and foremost where you are right here and now. So that's what we're going to be looking at in this video, determining what we call your starting point, where you start your challenge from. So let's get into it, shall we? So when you create your starting position for your 12-week challenge, the first and foremost thing to remember is to be absolutely 100% honest. Now this might seem obvious, but it's something that we all fall short in from time to time. The power of denial can be incredible, and so many of us, for whatever reason, choose to not be exactly honest when admitting where we are in our lives right now. But it's absolutely vital for you to be honest for a number of reasons. The first reason is that if you're not honest, you could be cheating yourself of a lot of the success that you've been earning over those 12 weeks. So if you say you're doing better than you are right now, but when you come to looking at your results in 12 weeks time, you're not going to show the true significance of what difference you made, because you would have been lying in your starting position. You would have taken away some of that achievement that you would have done. So don't rob yourself of the success that you're going to be working very hard to achieve over the next 12 weeks. The other reason that it's so important to be honest is for you to be able to get a clear and precise plan of exactly what it is that you need to do. And if you're not honest with yourself, then you may have a plan that doesn't work specifically for you. We're going to be bespoking your plan from exactly where you are to where you want to go. So it's vital that you are 100% honest in all of your assessment in your starting position. So when it comes to a weight loss challenge, we're going to be creating a snapshot in 3 different areas. So the first area is the body. So the first way to measure your body and to get a snapshot of your body is to quite literally get a snapshot of your body. Take a photograph of yourself. Now when you take a photograph of yourself, you want to take 3 photographs. A front view, a side view, and a back view. The idea to do that is that you get an overall perspective and picture of exactly what your body's looking like right now. Now this is a before picture. We're going to be taking an after picture at the end as well. Now some guidelines when you take your photo. Firstly, do it just in your underwear. The idea here is for you to see what your body looks like, so have no extra clothes that are going to be covering up different parts of your body. You want to be able to get a clear before and after view. As we said, take 1 front, 1 side and 1 back picture, which well may mean that you need somebody else to take the photos for you. And then lastly, no cheating. So we covered this with the honesty thing, but it's important. Don't hold your tummy in, don't try and make yourself look better or worse than you really do. Get an honest picture of yourself, where you are right now. So you want to measure yourself or weigh yourself, measure yourself in any way that you need to. So these are the kind of measurements that we include. Your height, your weight, your body fat percentage, and then other body measurements like your biceps, your waist, your chest, your thighs, your calves, or any other measurements that you want to take. Remember, the idea here is that we become acutely aware of exactly what's going on and where we are. The more that things get measured, the more likely they are to be changed. So it's better to measure more than to measure less. If you're not quite sure how to measure your arm or your thigh or whatever part of your body, it doesn't really matter, as long as you do it the same way now as you will do in 12 weeks time when we do it again. It's about consistency of your measurements. That's the most important thing. So, along with your photo, now you want to take body measurements. Your height, weight, body fat, and any body parts that you want to measure. So when it comes to your body, this is your starting position. You want to get a photo of yourself front, back, and side. You want to then take your body measurements. That includes your height, weight, body fat, and any specific body measurements you can. That gives you your starting position for your body. The next part of the starting position we're going to be looking at is your fitness, your body's abilities. So the next part of your starting position that you want to look at is your fitness, your body's abilities. So in our fitness assessment, we're going to be splitting these into 2 or 3 areas. You can decide what tests you want to do at home. You don't have to do the same tests that we encourage or that we suggest. The idea here is that you get some snapshot overviews of your body's abilities. Now we split these into either strength, speed, or flexibility tests. It doesn't matter which you do or how many you do for yourself. You just want to get a nice overall idea of your body's abilities. So let's have a look at each of those individually. So the first area of your fitness assessment is your strength tests. With your strength test, we encourage you to do this with various different body parts. The idea here is that you take a weight and you see how much weight you can lift. So you have a set number of repetitions and you challenge yourself to push as much weight as heavy as possible, and that way you find out how strong you are. The alternative way is to do the exact opposite. You have a set weight and you see how many repetitions of that exercise you can do. Either is fine. Just remember, whichever way you're going to do it now is the way that you're going to do it in 12 weeks time to see your comparison. We encourage you to do this with various different body parts, and we'll give some examples of exercises that we do later on in the video. After your strength assessment, the next assessment you're going to do is your speed assessment. How fast can you go? So simple ways to do this is either through running or swimming or cycling or something like that. And the easiest way to do it is to give yourself a set distance and see how fast you can do it in. The alternative way is to give yourself a set time and see how far you can go in that time. Either way works absolutely perfectly. And just remember, whichever way that you do it now, you want to do it the same way in 12 weeks time, so we get a clean and clear comparison. Again, we'll encourage you to do exercises with the speed test that will show your overall body's ability. The third and final way to test your body's fitness is a flexibility test. A flexibility test is exactly what it sounds like, where you see how flexible you are. So for example, you may have a flexibility test where you bend down to touch your toes and see how far you can go without bending your legs. There are lots of different flexibility tests you can do, and you can Google them online, just put the flexibility test in. The idea, the same with the strength or speed test, is that you get a clean idea of where you are, so measure how far you manage to go and do it in a way that is repeatable in 12 weeks so you can see your progress. Now, the third and last part of your starting position is your diet. Having a look at your body's nutrition and replenishment. So what's the easiest way to get a snapshot of your current diet? Very simple. Keep a food journal. Keep a food journal for 2 days. If you can keep it for a week, that's even better. You'll get a more overall picture of what's happening. But if you can only do it for 2 days, that's just as good. Write everything in that food journal. I mean water, small little drinks, cigarettes, alcohol, anything, everything. If it goes through your lips, it should be in that food journal. For 2 days or 7 if you can. Write absolutely everything down and then have a look at it and see if these are the bricks that you really want to be rebuilding your body with over the 12 weeks for your challenge. Is this really the nourishment that your body requires in order to create the pillar that you want to be able to live in? So, now that we've had a look at your body, we've had a look at your physical measurements, your fitness abilities, and your dietary. Now what we want to look at is the other areas of your life. Because although this is a 12-week weight loss challenge, it's always important to have a balanced wheel of life. So let's have a look at your wheel of life right now. What is a wheel of life? Well, a wheel of life, very simply, is the areas of your life divided up. So, if we were to have a wheel of life here, we may have 8 different areas of our wheel of life. For example, we may have friends and family. We may also have money and wealth. Now, each of these 8 areas represents an area of your life. If we want to have an idea of where you are in your life and how balanced your life is right now, it's very simple to do it from this wheel of life. And here's how. For each of these areas on your wheel of life, you want to give it a rating between 0 and 10. So if we imagine this is a circle, and in the middle is 0, and on the outside is 10, for each of these areas of your wheel of life, we want to give it a rating. So let's say, for example, friends and family, we're doing quite well, it's about a 6.5. Money and wealth, we're in a good place, let's say it's an 8. Let's say health and fitness isn't doing too great, this is the reason that you're on a 12-week weight loss challenge, and let's say it's a 4. Say rest and recuperation is about a 3 because we're tired, the kids keep waking us up, etc. Intimate relationships are going quite well, let's call that a 6. Career and passion is a 2, and personal development, when you start doing these kind of programs, etc., it's moving forward, so let's call it a 5, something like that. Okay, and I know it's just approximate, but we get a bit of an idea of each of these areas. Now, this is where it becomes interesting. We call this the wheel of life for a very good reason, because it's exactly like that. It's your wheel that's carrying you along your journey. And if we are to join the dots here on each of these areas in our example, you'll see that this is our wheel of life. And what kind of a wheel does that look like? And this is not uncommon for most people. Is that the kind of wheel that you'd be wanting to ride your car on? If that was the wheel on your car, what kind of a journey would you be having? How long would you manage to stay on the road for? And it's the exact same thing with your life. You want to have a balanced, rounded wheel of life that's going to enable you to have a smooth journey the entire way. So even though you're doing a weight loss challenge, we're going to encourage you to have a look at your wheel of life and to know exactly where things are out of balance. Now in this video, we're not going to be showing you how to correct that, but we will be doing so in the future videos. So we encourage you to have a look at your wheel of life, to plot it out and see which areas are slightly out of balance and could use a little bit of work. So that's your wheel of life. And that brings us to the end of this video. So, in this video, we've been having a look at determining where you are. The first thing we talked about was the importance of honesty, being absolutely honest with yourself in creating a clean picture of where you are right now before you begin your challenge. Then we had a look at how we're going to create that. So, our starting position. And in the starting position, it was split into 3 areas: your body, your fitness, and your diet. So with your body, you took a photo and did measurements. With your fitness, you had strength, speed, and flexibility tests. And with your diet, taking a 2 to 7 day food journal to give you an overall picture of what's going in and out of your body right now. And then the last thing that we did was we had a look at your wheel of life. How you can create a balanced wheel of life and a good and simple way for you to have a quick look at exactly where you are out of balance right now. So in the future videos, we can look at creating a bespoke step-by-step plan that's going to help you get to your goals. So in the next video, we're going to be showing you exactly how to create goals, and goals that are going to be specifically designed to give you maximum chance to achieve them.